I'm your host with the most welcome 23. You're joining me for Zombies vs. Aliens Chapter 3. As the night wears on, you and Fred continue to argue over what to do next and which direction to travel. Wolf Girl is sound asleep, oblivious to your raised voices. No, no, no! We should avoid cities! It's where zombies are! Have you not listened to a word I've said? I want to find more people like us. Besides, what makes you such a damn expert on zombies? Honestly, did you watch any of the movies? I mean, 10 to 1, cities are a death trap. Fred, I'll kiss you if it'll make you shut up. This isn't a movie, it's real life. You really are stupid, aren't you? I take offense to that remark. That was kind of the point, genius. I just don't want to get devoured by flesh-eating monsters. Sue me. You already were, you... Oh my god. Dude, we're already dead. The zombies won't bother us. Really? Well, I don't think they'll attack us anyway. How do you think I picked up the Muppets? They just followed me around and tried to cuddle. You mean they were like that before you did the gross blood thing? I kind of hope we could make a pack of domesticated zombies. We could travel around and take on other zombie packs in a battle royale. No. Were you this crazy in life? I hope not. Look, Fred, we have no idea what we're doing. No plan, and we don't know how this apocalypse kicked off. I'm not saying the city is the greatest idea, but we might find more like us, or we might find more aliens. They can't all be hanging around out in fields, right? I can't believe you couldn't get more information on the alien before Wolf Girl murdered it. Yes, because no, stop, wait would totally halt the feral axe-wielding child. As if responding to her nickname, the little girl rolls over with a yawn. Holy halitosis, she smells worse than the Muppets. First opportunity we get, we are cleaning her up. No argument here. Both watch as Wolf Girl stretches, looking around with bleary eyes. Think she'll follow us? Maybe? As if they can sense you're leaving, the Muppets come crashing out of the woods covered in muck and leaves. They get weirder every time I look at them. They're weirder than the aliens. You're a mutated zombie. This should be a drop in the bucket. Yeah, you're right. So, if we're heading to the city, which is still a terrible idea, by the way, which direction are we going? You look off into the distance, seeing a familiar stretch of black tar. We follow the highway. Signs will lead us where we want to go. Huh. That's actually pretty brilliant. Thanks. It's just common sense. I don't know. Can't be common if you're the only one to think of it. You're right! And that's why common sense is dead, kind of like chivalry. Let's go, shall we? The Muppets stay close to a Wolf Girl as you start for the highway. Without any coaxing, she stays on your heels like a smelly shadow. Aside from the several stops to untangle the Wonder Twins with every root and bush that you pass, you eventually reach the highway. Fred settles up to you, his eyes on the trio. Why isn't she scared of them? Living with decomposing bodies of her parents across the hall might have something to do with it. She's more animal than human. Just look at her. An animal darts across the road, and you watch as she takes off in enthusiastic pursuit. The Muppets lumber after her, forcing you and Fred to wait for several minutes. How are we going to protect Wolf Girl? All evidence suggests she is pretty capable of protecting herself. We haven't run into many zombies out here, but I have this gut feeling the cities will be crawling with them. I hope it's completely polar opposite and there's not a damn zombie in sight, just to troll you. They might leave us alone, but you really think a live human will catch our attention? I don't know. The few zombies I ran across before I met you were really far gone. When I met the Muppets, they could barely walk to me. They were so weak. Even if the city is still crawling with hordes of the undead, I don't think they'll be a threat. I hope you're right. Wolf Girl suddenly comes crashing out of the woods with the boys not far behind, a dead squirrel clutched in her tiny fist. Watch numbingly as she sinks her teeth into the raw flesh with a crunch. I should be disgusted by that. On we go. When you finally hit the highway, they neglected tarmac stretches farther than you can see in either direction. It is pockmarked with abandoned cars, overgrown weeds, and potholes. Reaching the first vehicle, Fred climbs in and wipes the grime from the dashboard. Keys are, I wonder if it works. I'm gonna go with doubt it works. Call me crazy, but I doubt it. Okay, you're crazy, I have faith. Here goes nothing. Your slim hopes are dashed when Fred reaches over and turns the key. Absolutely nothing. Battery's probably dead. Or it's been sitting out on what it looks to be a desert road, abandoned, because most likely the car broke down because of the overwhelming heat. Just saying. Fred pops the hood with a rusty screech and examines the engine. Yeah, this one's a dud. Battery looks completely corroded. Okay, so this one's a dud, but it's not the only car on the road. I bet one of these rust buckets is still roadworthy. Fred nods and scans the various vehicles on the horizon. One of them has got to work, right? Let's not jinx it. Walk on for hours, testing cars as you go. Of course, none of them work. Despite your brisk pace, your body doesn't seem to get tired. Eventually, Fred nudges your shoulder. We should stop for a rest. He nods his head back, and you turn to see Wolf Girl curled up on the road behind you. You hurry over, crouching down next to her to see if she's hurt. She doesn't really look worse than normal. What's wrong with her? Well, we've been going non-stop for hours in the sun. She might be dehydrated. Fred rummages in his back pocket and produces a bottle of water. I wasn't sure if we'd eventually need to drink or eat, so... Aren't you the Boy Scout? Take the bottle, uncapping it and bringing it to the Wolf Girl's lips. Can I have a Wolf Girl? Like that? She winches and turns away. It's okay, it'll help you feel better. Wolf Girl peers up, giving you your first good look into her light brown eyes filled with trust. You bring the water to her lips again. She takes a cautious sip, then another, before grabbing the bottle to drink herself. Well, this is touching and all, but I think it's time to get off the highway for the night. Fred steps forward and scoops Wolf Girl up in his arms. She's not fighting him. She must really not be feeling good. I feel like an idiot. Is it really helping Wolf Girl to tag along with a bunch of undead? We clearly aren't in tune with her needs. I bet that squirrel isn't sitting too good right now. You little mongrel. Maybe the lot of you will let me cook the meat tonight. Fred leads the way to the tree line. Wolf Girl cradled against his chest. Oh, Lee, you got to see this. Force yourself to catch up, emerging from the trees to shore of a large, crystal-clear lake. How did I miss this from the highway? Drop your bag on the shore, one desire pushing all your thoughts aside. I'm going for a swim. Grab some soap from your bag, pull your shirt over your head, and wiggle out of your pants. You look up from your task to see Fred staring. I mean, what am I supposed to feel? I mean, he's a guy. Most guys are simple-minded. Okay? They're like, oh, boobs! I guess go with disgusted. We don't really have feelings for him, so take a picture, it'll last longer. That's about my usual response. Fred blushes and looks away. Sorry, you're much more intact than I would have thought. You look down at the small hole in your rib cage. Yeah, not intact though. Should I tie a bandage around this or something? Fred sets Wolf Girl on the ground, bringing his magical backpack around to produce an ace bandage. Perhaps you should go in the water before applying said bandage. Were you a Boy Scout? Maybe. It just felt right to pack stuff like this. Do you mind? You sigh and lift your arm so you can wrap the cloth around the gaping ribs. You wait for a moment before you realize Fred is standing there staring again. Gently snap it out of her. Snap your fingers in his face a few times. Fred, you're staring again. Sorry! He wraps the bandage snugly around you and backs away, averting his eyes. Without another word, you turn and stride into the water, which is dumb as shit because you just put a bandage on before going into the water. Until it's waist high. You can't tell if it's cold or warm, but it feels amazing to scrub yourself clean. You're also covered in suds when you hear Fred's laughter from the shore. You look back to see Wolf Girl shivering in the water up to her chest. She reaches for you, looking absolutely piteous. She just plowed in after you. You wade through the water. As soon as you reach her, she jumps, wrapping her grimly limbs around your body. Her smell fills your nostrils. Nope, not doing this. You grab me. I clean you. Plunge both of you into the water. Wolf Girl squeals, getting a mouthful of water before you break the surface. She tenses further as you begin scrubbing her vigorously with soap and sand. Layers of grime later, you lean her gently back into the water, revealing pink skin and lighter colored hair. Before long, you finish the impromptu bath and make your way to the beach. The light of Fred's newly built fire dances across the shore. Wolf Girl continues to cling to you, shivering as you step onto the sand. Look over to see Fred watching you both, his hands in his pockets. Don't feel like swimming? Not really, no. You could use a bath. You're as dirty as I was. I'm good, thanks. Well, do you think you could at least take her? Suddenly a monstrous shadow rises behind him. Fred! Fred turns as a gigantic, shaggy paw catches him in the shoulder, sending him flying. He crumples several feet away, his body mauled and twisted. A massive bear now stands between you and your machetes. Something within you snaps. You let out a deep snarling roar as you drop Wolf Girl and plow for the shore. Your anger boils as you charge the bear head-on. Raise your fists only a few feet away when Fred's arms suddenly wrap around the bear's beast's neck. With a heavy twist, the massive neck snaps. Your jaw drops to the ground in shock along with the dead animal. Finally, you tear your eyes off the bear to look at Fred. A fresh gash on his shoulder slowly strains through his hoodie. He just killed a grizzly bear with his bare hands. A giggle escapes your lips. Wolf Girl walks up to the bear with a snarl before kicking it in the head. When it doesn't move, she grins. That bursts the dam, you fall back into the sand, unable to stop laughing. It's better than screaming or worse, crying. I don't see what's so funny, I almost died, again. His mouth twitches upwards despite himself, and soon he's laughing with you. The laugh tapers off and chuckles as you sit around the fire. So, about the bear. Did you know you could do that? Honestly, I don't want to choke it out, you know? Sleeper old. Do you think you could have done the same? I don't know, but I was ready to punch it in the throat. So, you could be strong too, or just crazy. That whole episode with the baseball bat makes sense now. You feed some sticks to the flames. Take off your sweatshirt. I'll clean up those cuts. Nah, I'm good. I'll do it myself when everyone's asleep. You frown and poke him in the shoulder. Dude, you got a free show. Shut up and put up. I'd really rather not. Fred, I don't sleep, and Wolf Girl doesn't care. Are you embarrassed about your veiny white boy body? I look like I crawled out of a horror movie. Believe me, you're not that bad. His shoulder slumps, and without further ado, he yanks his shirt over his head. You see it. The open gash in his skin extending from his neck down to his waist. You can't stop staring. Come on, Lee, you can do it. Just look away. I know it's bad. Looks over Wolf Girl, knows she's staring as well. Ah, what the hell, Lee? You said she wouldn't care. Wolf Girl sidles up to him, extending a finger towards his exposed pectoral muscle. Oh, geez, don't poke me. You grab her and guide her back to the fire. Do you have another bandage? Yeah, I dumped a few in there. Do you want me to wrap you up? I promise I won't grope you. I don't think I packed enough for that. Why don't you just wrap up the claw mark so I don't ooze through my spare shirt? Fair enough. Its cuts are deeper than you thought, but the bandages ease your mind as you wrap. We should really sew these up, but that should hold for now. Thanks. He slips into his shirt, and you're finally able to relax. You're welcome. Where's Wolf Girl? The thought echoes from behind you, and you peek over your shoulder. At least let me cook it first, you little beast. Fred jumps to his feet, rushing over to pry the machete and raw beer meat out of Wolf Girl's tiny bloody hands. So much for the bath. Wolf Girl spits and hisses at Fred for taking her food, which sends the Muppets charging after him. I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Huh. I don't see the pattern yet, but okay. Let's see if it's true. Yes, it is! Woohoo! So, 4, 5, 6. So, 30 diamonds total. That's fantastic. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit in the description below. Links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. That's going to take 30 diamonds for all 3 of those chapters. Luckily, I've heard, however, that there's no diamond choices in it. However, we just did that episode, and there wasn't a diamond choice. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope this isn't a permanent thing the chapters are going to start doing, because I'm going to hate that. I'd understand if it was like exclusive stories, which then they could go ahead and say, hey, this is going to be a diamond cost story. But I mean, they still owe me 27 diamonds for that one choice that I did that reset. And when I replayed, and I believe it was in Mr. Devil, I've even still got a support ticket still open. I've sent them countless emails about the issues that we've all had, about it not saving, about our diamonds lost, etc. And it's like, chapters right now is just like about as responsive as any other customer support agency. So complete and utter crap. Complete and utter crap. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for chapter 4. That's next. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.